Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, your friend Man of Collectibles, with reviews, unboxings and more. Today I will do the unboxing and review of Hot Toys Boba Fett 40th anniversary from The Empire Strikes Back. As always, I will go over the packaging, the accessories and of course the figure. But before we start, if you are new to the channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you get notified as soon as new content goes live on the channel. Let's start with the unboxing experience and take a closer look at the packaging. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so we have the packaging here, and as you can see, it looks pretty damn good. We have the 40th anniversary logo here, Empire Strikes Back. This is the vintage color edition, so I really like the packaging with a window in the front where you can see the figure. This is the side of the box with a couple of pictures of Boba Fett. Now this is the back of the box, obviously with all the credits and warnings, small pieces, do not eat it. Another picture of Boba Fett. Now this is the other side of the box with an even bigger picture of Boba Fett with the logo here. This is the bottom of the box and this is the top of the box. Enough with the box, let's open this up and take a better look at Boba Fett and the accessories. And as you can see, this packaging looks very cool. So let me open this up and take a better look at the figure. And as you can see, this guy here comes with actually a decent amount of accessories, so I'm kind of impressed. So now let me open this up, and this is how you get it straight out of the packaging. So now let me take everything out and take a closer look at the accessories. Alright, we have the backpack, we have the manual and the base. Let's start with the base. And as you can see, very similar to previous Star Wars bases, so nothing new in this area, with a nice name tag in the front. And that's basically it for the base. Now moving down to the backpack, I really like the colors and the paint application, and the weathering is very nice. Obviously it is different than the previous release because this is the vintage look, so the colors are different. Now you can move this piece up and down. This is the bottom of it. This is the back. This is where you put it in the back of Boba Fett. I really like this bright red color. It looks very cool. Now moving down to the rifle. Again, I really like this brown pattern and those little pieces with metallic patterns, and the color, the nice metallic black, and the weathering looks pretty cool to me. As you can see, very nicely done. Now moving down to the other gun. This is more like a pistol, blaster, whatever you want to call it. I really like the silver color here, all the way here with the red combination. Very nicely done. I don't see any weathering, so I guess because it's the vintage edition, there is not much weathering on some pieces, so it is what it is. Now these pieces here goes on the leg, so as you can see, it is there are 4 pieces. This is one, this is the second one. Very nicely done with the red and silver color. Now moving to the next piece here. This is a little different and very plain on the color side. So as you can see, very similar to the previous release, but again, different paint application. So now let's move on to the hands. So it comes with 5 hands, as you can see. So let's take a closer look at this one here. I really like the pattern and the paint application. Again, it is a light gray and I kind of like the color, so can't complain. As you can see, very nicely done. Now you may be wondering, why do I have the instructions here? Very simple. If you open this up, you're gonna find a nice picture of the Empire Strikes Back, and I think this was totally unexpected for me when I read the manual. As you can see, we have Darth Vader in the background with Lando Calrissian, Han Solo, Luke, Chewbacca, Luke, everyone from the Empire Strikes Back movie. Very nice detail. Again, I wasn't expecting that at all. And behind it, we have the instructions, how to put the backpack, the guns, how to move different pieces, and very cool. Now, enough with the accessories. Let's take a closer look at Boba Fett. Now here we have Boba Fett straight out of the packaging with no crazy poses or anything. And at first look, I must say, I really like the colors on this figure. I wasn't expecting to be this cool. and you'll see more in detail when we go over the different parts of the figure. But let's take a closer look at the helmet. As you can see, with a nice red and brown color, with this little piece here on the side of the helmet, the dent on the top, this little piece here, very nice color and weathering. I was basically surprised to see that. Now you can move this piece up and down, as you can see, basically same as the previous release. And moving on to the next part of the helmet with a nice red color, very nice pattern and weathering on the bottom of the helmet. Let's take a better look here on the other side. Very nicely done with the red color, as you can see. Very nicely done. I really like the profile and how the helmet looks. It is very, very cool. Now moving down to the armor. So we have a green color here. Very nice dents and the weathering. Now we have some logos here, which I have no idea what this is. If you know, please leave a comment below. And moving down, we have the belt. Very nicely done all the way across. And then we have this bag piece, also looking pretty good. Now we have this yellow piece here with the missile, as you can see, with the black and silver paint, and these mechanical pieces on the side of it. So it looks pretty good, and the logo on top of the shoulder pad. Now this is the other side of the figure with these little pieces here. Again, it's different color than the previous release. And then we have the weathering on the other shoulder pad, and then we have this piece here with the red and silver. Very nicely done on the weathering. Pretty good. Now we have the gun holder here, which is a solid piece. It is plastic, so you will not have any problems. Now moving down to the armor, so you can see here a nice weathering and green color. Now those I guess pockets in the pants looks very cool. I really like this knee pads as well, with this little, I guess, silver guns next to it. And I put those 4 pieces on those pockets. So now this is the boots, which doesn't have enough weathering. Again, this is a vintage version, so I shouldn't expect to see a lot of weathering, but some pieces of the armors are actually pretty cool. Now we have the cape here, which is wired, and I really like this look of that is teared and damaged, right? Now this is the backpack, as we've seen before, and that's basically it. Now let's do the articulation, shall we? So you can move the head up this much, down this much, to the side this much. As you can see, very nice motion on the head. Now you can lift the arm about this much. You have some swivel on the biceps, and you can bend the elbow about this much, maybe a little more. I didn't want to push it. Again, no issues with the material because it's fabric, so you will have any problems. Now for the up crunch, you have some swivel here, some up crunch, not too much. For the legs, you can do a split about this much, some swivel on the thighs. You can lift the leg about this much, and you can move it backwards about this much. As you can see, pretty good. Now for the knee, you can bend it about this much, so not bad at all. Now for the ankle pivot, you have some range of motion here, and you have pretty decent ankle pivot, so I'm very happy with this. Now this is gonna bring me to my final thoughts about this figure. I'm actually very surprised. I wasn't expecting this figure to be that cool. I really like the colors. I like the yellow, the green, the red. The combination is very nice. The packaging is beautiful. I honestly wasn't expecting that. The fact that we have this instruction manual with the nice picture of the Empire Strikes Back is a huge plus. And I'm very happy with it. I think the only problem that I might see is the articulation. Maybe some parts are a little limited, but it is what it is. And because of that, my final score is 8.5 out of 10. And this is it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so I can continue uploading more content like this. Feel free to follow me on my Instagram page and Facebook, both links in the description, for awesome pictures of my collection. And as always, be well and see you around in the next video.